ground there lived a hobbit. Not a nasty, dirty, wet hole, nor yet a dry, bare, sandy hole. No, it was a hobbit-hole, and that means comfort. This hobbit was very well-to-do, and his name was Baggins. Oh, I suppose hobbits need some description nowadays. They are, or were, a little people about half our height and smaller than the bearded dwarves. They wear no shoes because their feet grow natural leathery soles and thick, warm brown hair like the stuff on their heads, which is curly. Oh, and they have dinner twice a day when they can get it. Now, the mother of this hobbit, Bilbo Baggins that is, was the famous Belladonna Took. And the fact was that the Tooks were not as respectable as the Bagginses, for once in a while members of the Took clan would go and have adventures. So it's probable that Bilbo, Belladonna's only son, got something a bit odd in his make-up from the Took side. By some curious chance, one morning long ago when Bilbo Baggins was grown up and thoroughly respectable, he was standing at his door after breakfast, smoking an enormous long pipe, when Gandalf came by. Gandalf. If you'd heard only a quarter of what I've heard about him, you'd be prepared for any sort of remarkable tale. But the old man hadn't been down that way for ages and ages.
"Good morning," said Bilbo, and he blew out a beautiful grey ring of smoke that sailed up into the air without breaking.
"I have no time to blow smoke rings this morning," said Gandalf. "I'm looking for someone to share in an adventure that I'm arranging, and it's very difficult to find anyone."
Well, I should think so, in these parts. Nasty, disturbing, uncomfortable things, adventures. You might try over the hill, or across the water.
You mean you want to get rid of me?
Not at all, my dear sir. Let me see, I don't think I know your name.
Yes, my dear sir. And I do know your name, Mr. Bilbo Baggins. I am Gandalf, and Gandalf means me.
Gandalf? Gandalf! Good gracious me! Not the fellow who used to tell such wonderful tales at parties. Not the man that used to make such particularly excellent fireworks. Oh, I remember those. I beg your pardon, but I'd no idea you were still in business.
Oh, where else should I be? All the same, I'm pleased to find you remember something about me. Indeed, for your old grandfather Took's sake, I will go so far as to send you to this adventure.
I'm sorry, I don't want any adventures, thank you. Not today. Good morning. But please come to tea. Why not tomorrow? Come tomorrow. Goodbye. Goodbye.
And with that, the hobbit turned and scuttled inside and shut his round green door as quickly as he dared. Well, not to seem rude. Wizards, after all, are wizards. Gandalf stepped up to the door and with the spike on his staff scratched a peculiar sign there. The next day, Bilbo had almost forgotten about Gandalf until just before tea time there came a tremendous ring on the front doorbell, and then he remembered. But it wasn't Gandalf at all. It was a dwarf with a blue beard tucked into a golden belt and very bright eyes under his dark green hood. He pushed inside just as if he'd been expected and hung his hooded cloak on the nearest peg. And then, with a low bow, he said,
"Dwalin at your service."
Bilbo Baggins at yours, said the hobbit, too surprised to ask any questions for the moment. I'm just about to take tea. Pray, come and have some with me.
Well, they hadn't been at the table long when there came another, even louder ring at the bell. Still, it wasn't Gandalf. Instead, there was a very old-looking dwarf with a white beard and a scarlet hood. This one called himself Balin, and also behaved as if he'd been invited. A few moments later, 2 more dwarves, Keely and Feely, had arrived. Well, then Bilbo barely had enough time to collect his wits before he was saying, "At your service to Dori, Nori, Ori, Oin and Gloin." All these dwarves wanted feeding, and Bilbo was kept very busy for a while, until there came a hard rat-tat on the beautiful green door. Somebody was banging with a stick. Bilbo...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?